gonna reconnect your mind to your body by just observing your breath. You don't need to change how you're breathing right now. You just need to notice that it's there. Maybe you're going inhale, then your body inhales, then you say exhale at your mind, then your body follows suit. Valid way to keep track of your breath. And slowly, one breath at a time. Suddenly your mind knows what's going on with the body. The first thing that it observes is how in the inhale the body inflates, grows larger. How at the exhale it deflates and settles you further into your shout pose. And that connection that you have formed right now, try to keep it up at class. I will synchronize a lot the breath with the movement. So make sure that you're observing it for yourself as well. And when you are looking inward, you are able to tell if any pose in class is too much for your body. Modify it. I do offer modifications. But if you need to modify further or skip a pose altogether, you can come back here at child pose if that's the case. Always listen to your body. Remember, you don't have to do everything that I tell you to do in this class. First and foremost, listen to yourself. And then maybe listen to the guidance that I am offering you to you in this class. And slowly make your inhales bigger, exhales louder. Inhale, fill up your lungs, and exhale with a loud sigh. These are vibrational breaths. I might cue them throughout class. Do use them as you need them. If you're noticing, they give you a quality of resetting your muscles, of giving you more strength for your body. So use them as much as needed. Now, without further ado, bring movement back to your body. Maybe just sway sideways, massage your forehead against the mat, and make the movement smaller again until you're still, so that you can outstretch your hands in front of you so much forward that elbows and even wrists lift off the mat. Now feel the size of your body, your rib cages, stretching and opening. Plant your palms down into the mat and shift your weight forward and up. Immediately walk your hands under your shoulders. This is tabletop. And right away inhale, look up and point the tailbone up as well. Arch your spine. This is now. Exhale, look down, round your spine, point the tailbone down. This time, this is chest. Inhale for the cow. Exhale for the cat. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Keep going through cat-cows at your own breathing pattern. No too slow, no too fast. Only following your own breath. Whatever you are in your cycle of breath, at your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine, tabletop, aka stop when the crown of the head is looking directly forward and your tailbone is looking directly back. And here, feel your grounding in your hands. Grip the mat even with your fingers so you have a strong grip here. And then exhale, curl your toes under, lift the knees, lift the hips. You are in your first downward facing dog of class, or inverted V shape here, and keep moving. Pedal your feet maybe, or shift your weight forward into plank and back into downward facing dog. Whatever your body is body is telling you to do. Move here, keep it moving, don't keep it still just yet. Test out your downward facing dog. And very little by little, once again, making movements smaller. When you're still, make sure you have your legs bent so that you can loose up your pelvis. Point it towards the sky. Bring your hips as high as you can. This will give you a neutral spine. Look for that neutral spine at every downward facing dog that you do in class. Don't worry about your legs being straight or not. Now exhale. Walk your feet forward, roughly behind your hands for forward fold. And hang heavy. First forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Maybe sway sideways. First forward fold. Just feel yourself hanging heavy forward. And then inhale, lift your upper body up only half of the way. Stop until you feel yourself like an L in your body. If your body is too heavy forward, support your weight with your hands at your legs. Not on the knees. Make sure you're touching muscle. And then exhale back into forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up, and we reach mountain pose. And close your eyes here once again. Look with your inner vision. What's working here to keep your body standing? We've been standing up our whole lives, but when was the last time that you stopped and looked? Appreciate your body for how it's working to keep you in the most basic posture. Inhale, reach up with your fingertips. But at the exhale, retract your shoulders away from the ears into their own sockets. Keep the energy reaching up to fingertips. Inhale and then squeeze your belly button up and in to activate your core muscles. And at the exhale, keep that activation. In case you lost it, one more time. Inhale, squeeze your belly button up and in. Exhale, keep the activation. Squeeze your glutes in, rotate your pelvis forward for a neutral spine while standing. And raise your kneecaps, raise your toes, activate your feet, inner arches. And to keep the activation, place your toes back down into the mat, gripping the mat even with your toes like we did with the hands before we went into downward facing dog. Now flutter your eyes open and then inhale, either just look up or reach back with your body. And then exhale back into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then we're going to go into the first vinyasa. Plant your palms into the mat, gripping it with your fingers, one foot at a time. Step them back. You're in high plank. And listen carefully. This is what denotes the vinyasa style of class, the 4 poses. From high plank, you have the option to do this with your knees down, and this is too much. If you're feeling strong, inhale, separate your shoulder blades even further. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down into the mat. And then inhale, untuck toes and raise the shin and heart. This is low cobra. Do this without lifting with the hands. If you separate and you're still lifting. And then exhale, curl your toes under, lift yourself, lift your hips. Back into downward facing dog. And you have completed a vinyasa. Let's do that again so that you can remember what it is. Every time I say take a vinyasa or go to your flow, you know what it is. We'll start from the sun salutation. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale for mountain pose. And at the peak of your inhale, reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step your foot back, and this is a slightly different version of the vinyasa. Again, you can do everything with your knees down or skip it if your body is asking you to skip the vinyasa. But if you're feeling strong, inhale, push the mat away. Exhale, chaturanga, lower yourself only half of the way. Inhale, roll forward from your toes, show the heart to the shore over there. This is upward facing dog. Exhale, roll back from your toes, hips high, back into downward facing dog. And do the sun salutation. And now you choose your preferred method of vinyasa. One breath, one movement like we just did. Except I'm not gonna tell you how to move through there. You explore that out yourself. Maybe do all the movements with the eyes closed. Or maybe you just wanna check how the frequency moves in your body. Whatever you do here is valid. Just get through that sun salutation and choose your vinyasa. This is not a race, so if you're still moving, keep moving. But if you have reached your downward facing dog, exhale, empty. Inhale, full. Exhale, let go. Now inhale, lift your right leg up. Point the back with the heel. Exhale, step it through in between your hands or wherever it lands. You walk your foot somewhere in between your hands. And then your back heel will go down. You can take a little step forward. And then inhale, lift your upper body up. And you have arrived in Warrior One. In your Warrior One, check your feet grounding. Make sure you have equal weight distribution on both of your feet. Point your toes, your back toes a little bit forward so that you can have your hips square with the shore over there. Everything is facing forward. And take a peek at your front knee. If you see your whole foot, you're not lunging enough. If you don't see your foot at all, you're lunging too much. Make sure you only see your big toes. And then upper body, same as mountain pose. Squeeze your core, reach up with your arms, pull your shoulders away from ears. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lower your arms and into your thighs. Unbend your front leg. Maybe take a shorter stance here. Step your back foot a little bit forward. And now have all of the toes facing forward. Everything aligned forward. Inhale, grow tall. And then exhale, fold forward into pyramid. You can guide your weight forward with your hands at the legs. Make sure that when you stop going down, when you can go low no more, you're not having your hands at your knees. Always protect your joints. And then inhale, lift your right arm up for reverse triangle. Don't worry about how high you can get your arm up, how much you can twist. Just worry about looking up to that top arm, wherever it is going. You can keep a micro bend in your legs if the balance is too much or if the hamstring flexibility is too much. Inhale, look up over your shoulder. Exhale, release down into pyramid. Bend the front leg, plant your palms, and step your foot back. You're in high plank and go through a vinyasa. Back in downward facing dog. We'll do the other side. Inhale, lift the left foot up, three-legged dog. Exhale, drop the hips, square them to the floor. Don't worry about height, worry about length. And then exhale, step it through in between your hands, runner's lunge or whatever it landed. You walk your foot somewhere in there. Step your heel down into the mat. The whole sole of your feet are touching your mat. And then inhale, lift your upper body up for Warrior One on the other side. And close your eyes for this one. Use your drishti and what you learned on the previous side in Warrior One, bring it here. Maybe you're not looking where your front knee is right now, but by the power of your lunge, you can maybe guess that you are in the correct position. You don't have to be perfectly at 90 degrees here. Just know that you're lunging. Feel the power of your core activated if you quite don't feel it. And then flutter your eyes open. Inhale, look up. Reach back, exhale, hands by your hips and unbend the front leg. Shorten your stance so that you can have all toes pointing forward, and then exhale, fold forward into pyramid. Remember, you don't have to fold forward too much, you don't have to kiss your knee. Just whenever you stop, you're good. Your weight can be supported at your leg, and then inhale, lift the left arm up for reverse triangle. Make sure to look at your top hand, your left hand. The gaze will help you with the twist. Keep a micro bend in the leg if the hamstring flexibility is too much with the added twist. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hand down back to your leg pyramid and bend the front leg, land your hands onto the mat, step that feet back and go through a Vinyasa. Back in downward facing dog. Let's do those poses again. Like we did the salutation, one breath, one movement, like a wave with the breath. So inhale, three-legged dog on the right side. Exhale, runner's lunge. Sink the heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, unbend the front leg. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, reverse triangle, right arm up. Exhale, back into pyramid. Inhale here and then exhale, bend your leg, plant your palms into runner's lunge and go through your flow. I'm going to guide you to the other side once you get back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, runner's lunge. The heel goes down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands on hips. Inhale, elongate through everything. Unbend the front leg. Exhale, pyramid pose, fold forward. Then inhale, reverse triangle. Left arm this time up. Exhale, back into pyramid. Plant your palms, bend your front leg, and go through a Vinyasa. Back in downward facing dog. Take a breather. Inhale. Exhale. Let go. Inhale for three-legged dog on the right side. Right foot up. Exhale. Step it through. Runner's lunge. This time, keep your back heel lifted. And then inhale, lift your upper body up for high crescent lunge. If the balance proves to be too much with your ear lifted, it's okay to be at low lunge with your knee down. If you're feeling strong, you can stay up here in your high lunge. The tiny little bit of a difference between warrior one and this pose is that the heel lifted makes it a balancing posture. So make sure that you use your core here. It's giving you the balance that you need, but also your back leg completely straight if you're all the way up here in high lunge. Inhale, look up. Exhale, spin your heel down inward. Open your body to the side. This is warrior two. And we switch sides. And then you can take a peek at your back foot. Make sure it landed parallel to the short edge of the mat or parallel to whatever you're facing on your mat.
On his face so I can see.
Yeah, and then your front knee, the same as warrior one. Make sure it's on top of your ankle. You can do the big toe test. And it usually goes inward, so open it out. So that usually the problem is not lunging too much, but rather it's going inward, opening to the side. And then your shoulders are in the same point as your hips. And of course, core active, and you're reaching each side of the part with your arms. One more inhale, sit low in your lunge. Sorry. Exhale here. Inhale and bend the front leg, and then exhale. Tilt forward for triangle now. Again, your hand doesn't have to land on the floor. It can land on your leg, not on the knee to protect it. It's not a muscle in a strong bone here. And then your gaze is up at your top hand to avoid having your heart down here. If you look up, you're in the right lane for triangle. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up into warrior two. We've been here, and then exhale, cartwheel your hands out into runner's lunge. Step your foot back and go to your flow. And back and down dog is the other side. Inhale for three-legged dog. Exhale for runner's lunge. Inhale for high crescent lunge. And take a moment to decide if you want to stay here for a few more seconds or if you need your low lunge. And then just squeeze your core for balance.
If I went down, I wouldn't be able to get up.
Oh, I see. Well, it's the modification. You can also stay with the heel down, another warrior one, that's fine.
Better on my back.
Inhale to look up, exhale to open into warrior two, and again I always come into warrior two looking the other way. So here we are, warrior two on the other side. And again, apply what you learned on warrior two on the previous side here. Maybe don't close your eyes yet so that you can check your back foot, so that you can check on your knee. And then close your eyes to activate your core and reach forward and back with your fingertips. Inhale here, sit low. Exhale, strong. Inhale, unbend the front leg, and then exhale, tilt forward like a teapot for triangle. Now, triangle is also like a hamstring flexibility pose, so raise your front kneecap so that you can then open your hamstring. And then look up towards the sky or towards your top hand if you want something to look at. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, back into warrior two, and then exhale. Plant your palms, step your foot back, and go through a vinyasa. Exhale, empty. Inhale, long, reach, and full. Exhale, let go. Look in between your hands. Take a small walk forward for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, one vertebra at a time. Come all the way to standing. Different ways. Inhale, arms up, mountain pose. And then exhale, bend your legs and sit on your imaginary chair. And notice a few differences from just straight up standing to be seated on the air, on nothing. Your center of gravity shifted towards the back, so you feel your weight on your feet a little bit more on the heels. That's what we're looking for. That's bound to happen. The core is active. You practically don't have to activate it because the strength of the posture makes you do that. But make sure that you're looking forward. If you're looking a little bit down, your heart is going to be pointed down. Make sure it's looking also at the beautiful shore ahead of you. Take one more inhale, sit low. And then exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, hips low, arms up, and you're automatically in chair pose. And this is the second one. You know what to look for inwardly. Just make it your lowest chair pose ever. Or if not, just try to be as low as your previous chair. It doesn't matter how low or how high that is. Just make sure that you feel yourself working here. Take a deep breath to give you strength. One more inhale. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, forward fold. And because best things in life comes in three, inhale for chair pose. Last one, I promise. And then just hang in here. Use your breath to give you strength, to give you that will to stay in here. Maybe try to sit a little bit lower with each exhale. See how low you can go. Or not. One more big inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step your feet back, and go through a very well-deserved flow. Take a breather. Exhale, empty. Inhale, long, reach, and pull. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, runner's lunge. Sink your back heel down and pause. Inhale, lift your right arm up and you're in reverse side angle. Nora, the other arm for your angle.
The other arm?
No worries. And make sure you're looking up towards the sky, or at least towards your top hand. The gaze will guide your body into a twist. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale for warrior one. Exhale, hands behind you and clasp. And then inhale, show your heart forward, extend your arms, and then exhale, fold forward. This is humble warrior. Don't worry about how forward you can go. Don't worry if your shoulder doesn't reach the knee. And also don't worry how high you can have your hands. It's an extreme shoulder opener too. So just pull up with your hands until you feel comfortable. Rest your neck and head heavy. At your next exhale, separate the grip from your hands. Inhale for warrior one, reach back, and exhale, plant your palms. Step your foot back and flow it out. Once back in our facing dog, we have to do the other side. So inhale for three-legged dog on the left side. Exhale, runner's lunge. Take the heel down. We're lunging, Norel. You can step forward. You can lunge and be very, very short in your
I'm trying
stance.
to look at everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Norel's going to hold the pose the whole class.
Yeah. And then inhale for a free bowl side angle. The other hand, Debbie. Yep. There we go. Beautiful revolve side angle. Take one more inhale and try to look up. And then exhale, plant the hand back down. And then inhale for warrior one. Exhale, hands down and clasp them behind you. Inhale, show your heart forward. And then exhale, humble warrior. And Again, fold forward until you feel comfortable and only pull up your hands until you feel comfortable. This is at most a very extreme shoulder opener. Just do what you can here. Exhale and release the grip. Inhale, lift your upper body up, reach back at the peak, and then exhale. Plant your palms and blow it out. Starting now, we're facing dog. Exhale, empty. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, let go. Inhale for three-legged dog on the right side. Exhale for runner's lunge. Keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open warrior two. Or however you want to get into your warrior two. Here we are. Exhale and plant the forearm on top of your thigh, and your left arm will go all the way forward. Palm facing down. Are you trying to doing it backwards?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Trying to mirror what you're doing. I go
Let's come over here. So we're in warrior two.
okay.
Alright. See if you can rest your forearm here, and then this arm will go forward.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, and then you feel the sides of your body stretching. Oh my God, that is sorry, you have to look at that.
Yes.
Feel the side of your body opening here as your rib cages making each space in between each other. One more inhale, exhale. Now invert your arms. Come from warrior two, keep going up. And now is the right arm reaching up. Your legs didn't move at all. You're still in the same stance as warrior two. Use something to do to your left hand. It can be at your thigh or just hanging on top of your leg. So make sure you're reaching up instead of the back. Extended side angle, we were reaching forward a little bit. Just reach up in your reverse warrior, and it's the same thing for your rib cages. So take one more inhale, reach up even more, and then exhale, cartwheel your hands down onto the mat and flow it out. And let's do that on the other side now. So inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. And then exhale, peel open, warrior two. So now we reach the same place that we were before, but with the other leg in front. And then exhale, let the forearm rest on top of your thigh. And the right arm this time is going to go forward. The palm is facing down and your energy is going a little bit forward. Kind of more like a 45-degree angle forward, not like forward extended like this. Keep your heart open. One more inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, open up, past warrior two, all the way up into reverse warrior. And then this time, stop with your left arm when you're directly up to the side. Don't reach back. You're going to crunch your opposite side of your rib cage. Just keep opening up as your left side. Inhale to sit low in your lunge. We tend to lose that. And then exhale and cartwheel your hands out. And go through your flow. Exhale, empty. Inhale, long. Exhale, let go. Look in between your hands. Take a walk with your heart forward, forward, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, one vertebra at a time. Come all the way up into resting mode. And from here, try and find a patch on your mat. I know I try to find the most even patch of grass here, but it might still be uneven. Find an even patch of grass that you can have both of your feet together and they feel even. You're feeling this one. Now grip the mat even with your toes. Oh, that's my phone. Grip the mat even with your toes for added grip. And we're gonna go into balancing posture. Just the toes. It's gonna be easy. So get all of your weight onto the left foot and lift the right one. Immediately touch your leg with the soles of your foot. You can stop here at the calf. If you wanna go higher, go to the thigh, but never stop at the knee. Protect your joint. So either muscle or muscle because you're touching your calf. Yeah. So it's okay to stay here or even to do this. Have your toes at the mat if the balance is too challenging. And then inhale on your 3 toes. And even if you're down here, most of your weight is at your left foot, so you're balancing in a way here. That's what it matters, that you're balancing. And then once you get here, you might feel a little bit wobbly, and that's okay, that's expected. Just look at something in front of you that is not moving. It's not your teacher. I might be wobbly as well. Might not be the water, might not be the trees, maybe some twig. Oh yes, or our stuff at the bench. They're definitely not moving.
Over to your island.
Take one more inhale here, and then exhale very slowly. Release hands down, release foot down, shake off your standing leg. Release tension there, and once again, find that spot if you lost it. One spot that feels even or throughout. Kind of didn't move a lot from here, so I'm here. And then grip the mat even with your toes. Find a strong grip for your feet grounding. And then place all of your weight at the right foot, and we lift the left foot this time. Try to draw your knee out as much open as it can be. And then decide where you want to be, at your calf, at your thighs, or with your toes still landed on the floor. That's totally valid. Inhale, arms up. Squeeze your core. Remember, they're essential for balance and also your point of focus on something that is not moving, and hopefully those two help you with the wobbles. Even if you're still wobbly, that's fine. Bound to happen. Just work with it. Work each time on your 3 toes until you can sustain a little bit longer each time. One more inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down, lift the foot down, and shake off the opposite foot. Release tension. And then inhale, mountain pose, reach back. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back. Last flow of class. Back in downward facing dog. Sink your knees down. Tabletop. Sit down at the mat. And switch your legs long in front of you. Not the best of transitions, but it worked out. You're now sitting down. And then rest your weight behind you with your hands behind you. Bend your legs, soles of the feet touching. And then inhale here, arms in front of you. Exhale, neutral spine. Make sure that's happening. Inhale once again, lift your feet. Try to get your shin parallel to the floor. You're in half boat posture. Inhale, clasp your hands in front of you, and then exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, twist to the left with your gaze and everything. Inhale back to center, and exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Remember to wiggle your shoulder. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center and separate your palms. Inhale, get your knees towards your chest. And then exhale, lower, lengthen and hover. Inhale, knee to the chest. Exhale, lower and lengthen. Inhale, knees to chest. This is your core workout. Exhale, lower and lengthen. Very, very slowly. Find the mat all the way to lay down. Take a breather. You really activated your core there. Maybe you felt your lower back. We're gonna counteract that in a moment. Then come down into sitting down. Come down into your tabletop. And then lay down onto your mat, onto your stomach. Hands underneath your shoulders. Feet are together, everything is touching, you're pointing actually. And then exhale, rotate your pelvis forward against the mat. Squeeze your glutes and everything. And then inhale, lift your shin and heart. Still in low cobra, depending on what Vinyasa you chose to take. You have been doing this one throughout class. Let your spine work here a little bit, your lower back muscles as well, because remember, you should be able to have your hands away from the mat and still be lifted. Exhale, release. You can have your forearms in front of you this time. Shake it off if you need to, wiggle your butt. And then once again, get your feet together. Exhale, glue the pelvis onto the mat. And then inhale, lift your shin, lift your hand, and immediately place your elbow underneath your shoulders. And look up, even with your eyeballs, look up for 6 toes. And now you might feel your abs elongating and stretching, and your lower back muscle a little bit crunch, and you might feel your lower back too, your spine. So just stay here if that already feels too much. If you have full cobra, just unbend your arms where they are at. And that is totally okay to stay right here at this stick. One more inhale, look up if you lost that. Exhale, back down onto the mat. Bend your legs and windshield wiper them out. Squeeze that out. And then hands and knees back onto the mat, tabletop, and swing around once again to sit down onto your mat. Find a comfortable place now. And then with your legs micro bend, inhale, get that neutral spine, tall spine, arms up. Exhale, seated forward fold. Now you get to counteract the back bend. Now we go forward fold. We've been doing a lot of forward fold, but standing now. Make sure you just go forward. Use your breath though. Inhale, grow taller, and then exhale, fold forward with the legs bent. It helps you to feel better your lower back muscles.
Stretching the spine.
Stretching, yes. If you have your hamstring flexibility, you could do this with the legs straight. But still keep the focus for the lower spine here. Let's stay here for a few breaths here. Inhale long. Exhale, tuck your shin against your chest and roll one vertebra at a time back to neutral spine, and support your weight with your hands behind you. Bend your legs once again, and we're gonna work a little bit on hip openers. So from here, your right ankle will go on top of your left knee, and first thing, flex your toes and draw your knee out, and you're already stretching. If you want more stretch, walk your hands a little bit forward, keeping a straight spine, heart out, or walk your foot back. The idea is the space right here between belly and thigh, you decrease it and then you stretch your outer thighs even more. Open your hips in the external rotation mode. And then we're just gonna hang here for a little bit longer than usual than the rest of the poses. So just close your eyes and synchronize your mind back into your own breath. Reconnect your mind back into your own body. And check again, maybe you went too far in your stretch. See if you want to go back, or if you have more space to go forward. That's fine. Just make sure what you're feeling is the stretch sensation. There's a thin line between stretch sensations and needle sharpness. Okay?
That's true.
So make sure it's not pain. So maybe do the smile check here. Can you genuinely smile? Then you are doing the right hip opener for you. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, Haitian. And then just simply switch ankle and knee. If you need to get your spine straight again, do that before you switch. Immediately flex your toes. So what happens, you flex your toes, you activate your muscles in your legs so that the correct ones can open, and then you can either just use your muscles to pull your knee out, or you can push it out yourself a little bit if you feel like you can do that. And then after that, either walk yourself forward or your foot back. Reduce this space here. That's the stretch. And it should feel so nice, so comfortable. I love these hip openers. If any problems are in here, take a step back. You can even go all the way down here, chill out here. You're still having your hips externally rotated. And then for the rest, once your body is in position, leave it to the mind. Keep your mind gently focused on the breath. Even if throughout class you didn't quite notice your breathing patterns, that is fine. Hopefully my breathing cues help you keep that in check, but now reconnect it for yourself. Reconnect with the inhales and the exhales. And then slowly you start looking inward. Maybe check again if you are for sure in your right hip opener pose. Maybe use your breath at your advantage. Every exhale, see if you have more space to come forward to. One big inhale here. Exhale with a shem. Release the ankle from the knee. I love that breathing. Get yourself all the way to lay down onto the mat. So immediately draw your knees against your chest and give yourself a big hug. Try to grab opposite elbows from on top of your knees and sway sideways, maybe even back and forth or all around like an actual ball in here. Yes, it's just and then get the soles of your feet to touch. Draw your knees out and grab the outer edge of your feet. Give yourself a nice supine butterfly stretch. And then exhale, separate the soles of your feet so they face the sky. And keep moving around in here. Maybe I'll stretch one leg or the other. Or both at the same time.
Watching my granddaughter just do this when you came.
Oh, yeah.
you need a bath for
Sleep.
turtle.
I like the level of noise actually. This is happy baby. It should be noisy as well. And don't stop, don't feel bad. Take one big inhale here. Exhale at the loudest sigh you ever had. Good. And get your legs long in front of you, your arms long in front of you. Let gravity flop open your seat. Rest your hands, palms facing up. If you feel too vulnerable here, this is Shavasana. You can have one hand at the heart and the other at the belly. Your choice. Close your eyes. Hopefully the sun is not directly at your face. If not, get covered. The main thing about Shavasana, number one, you're still doing yoga. So as easy as this posture looks, it's a yoga posture that you practice. This is actually the hardest pose to master because the true goal of this posture is to master the mind. So for now, we're just gonna practice to get there.